Hello everybody, Danielle here. I'm doing a solo playthrough of Mindspace. I have this all set up and ready to go. Basically, there are 3 goal decks. There's an A, B, C goal deck. You shuffle up each deck separately and randomly choose one. And you'll have them face up in the sense that you'll see a higher value and a lower value on each of the goal cards. Basically, the first person to fulfill or meet the goal gets to get the higher points. When that happens, you'll flip it down, flip it over, and gain the lower points if you happen to fulfill it after the first person has already fulfilled the goal. So I have these 3 goals set out already. First one is called Stressed Out. Fill the 4 corners. Passion Project. At least 1 purple space in each section. Balance. Fill in 3 pairs, same or different, of any matching shapes. So to kind of explain the stressed out part, I'll bring this closer to the screen. So you're going to want to fill out these 4 corners to fulfill stressed out. For Passion Project, you'll want to look at the scoreboard to see exactly how the sheet is going to be split up into these sections. There's 5 sections. And basically for Passion Project, if you're able to have 1 purple space in each of these 5 sections, then you get 9 points if you're the first one to do it. And if you complete it at all in your game, you get 5 points. For Balance, you fill in 3 pairs of any matching shapes. So these shapes would be, say you drew this twice, drew this twice, and drew this twice on your board. So if you were able to do those 3 pairs of shapes, those were just examples, you would get 9 points if you were the first person to do it. So every player would end up getting a scoreboard and a brain board, and you'll be using the scoreboard throughout the game. And let me explain each section. So for this guitar section, everything is listed on the back. So I have this, since I'm playing solo, I have an extra board that I could just have it face up with the scoring details. But basically, each color is a different section of the scoring area. So we have here, the one with guitar is under hobbies. So basically it says at the end of the game, you score 2 points for each purple space that is adjacent to an orange space. Adjacent does not mean diagonal. It means literally, top, bottom, right, left of each other. So you'll get double those points. And then for this orange one is friendship. So every time you draw an orange shape, you cross off the leftmost box, and then at the end of the game, you'll gain the points that is the leftmost uncovered spot. So the most you can gain is 20. Then we have romance. At the end of the game, for each pink shape drawn, find every instance of that shape drawn in a non-pink color, and you score 1 point per space in those matching non-pink shapes. So say I drew this as a pink shape, and I also drew this as 4 other colors. Those 4 other colored shape of this would be 1 point each, so that would itself score me 4 points. Moving down to self-improvement. So this one says, each time you color a space blue, in a brain section that doesn't already have a blue space, cross off the leftmost space in the blue section of your scoreboard. So you'll cross off from left to right. So basically, whenever you add a brain space to any of these 5 sections, if it's the first one, you'll get a chance to just cross off from left to right. And hopefully, you'll reach the 0 by the end of the game so you don't lose points. We have empty space, which is here. And basically, if there's any empty spaces that don't have shapes colored on top of them, you will lose points for each of those. And then we have the finances. When you draw a green shape, you just simply fill in a coin and you gain that coin to use in these methods. So basically, you could spend 1 coin to draw and color 1 square. That would be important to fill in the empty spaces, especially towards the end of the game. You could spend 2 to use any die. So I believe that's basically rolling as if a die didn't exist on one of these, but let me confirm. Okay, yeah, so this actually lets you draw in any color. So say this had a pink die on it, you can actually draw this in a purple die if you spend 2 coins. And lastly, you could spend 3 coins to draw an additional shape using a color you've not already used this turn. So you do get to draw an extra shape, but at minimum you'll be drawing 12 shapes because there are 12 turns in this game. Okay, so I think I've explained just about everything in terms of the scoreboard. Everything else I will explain as we play. We have the shapes here. This is a deck of shapes. Basically, you put one face down at the end and then you draw 5 face up. And then you have your 5 colored dice and you have your 5 colored markers. And you will all need to use each of these colors as you draw the colored shape. So let's get started. I'm going to roll my dice. And from left to right, these will be for each number from 1 to 6. So this is going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. And just so you know, when you're choosing a shape to draw, you're choosing the color as well. So if I were to choose this number 4, I'm choosing to draw this shape somewhere on my brain map. So on my brain map, I can draw my first shape anywhere. But then after that, I have to draw adjacent to an existing shape. So in this case, I think the one that would give me the most the most points right now would be using the orange 4. So I'll grab the orange marker and I'll draw this shape somewhere on my brain map. So I'll draw it here. And you could cross different sections. That's not a problem. And then after that, everything shifts to the right. So this card is no longer going to be available next turn to use if a die was rolled to make it available to be drawn. So this goes like this, face down on the number 6 spot. Everything shifts down and you draw a new card. So as you can see, there's a bit of a conveyor belt. If you really want to use one of these shapes on the right, you're going to want to use it soon because it'll disappear. Okay, so that was turn 1. That was very easy. I drew this orange shape. I look at my scoreboard. I have to cross off this so that I get as much points as I can. Now we roll dice again. 2, 3, 4, 6, 6. So we have the opportunity to draw this shape in any of these 2 colors. All right. Next, I will likely draw the pink. So with the pink, I'll draw it like this. And I'll attempt to draw this shape hopefully more times throughout the game. So that's what I did with the pink die. Flip this over, go down, flip a new one. Okay. Rolling the dice. 3, 4, 6, 5, 5. Okay, so I'm going to use the green die to draw that. Oops, I need the green marker. All right. And now that I've done that, I get to color in this coin and gain a coin. So as you can see, these turns are very quick. When you play solo, it's probably a good, 10-15 minute game if you're making quick decisions. Okay. 2, 5. And something to note is, even if you were to choose any of these colored dice and you find a shape that you don't really care to use, you could always draw one of these shapes. Always. You have the option to change this shape to this, but draw in an orange if you wanted to. That's a pretty good or helpful rule. All right, so I like the orange because that covers a lot of real estate. So let's do that. Let's draw across like this, and we'll cross off this. Cool. All right, so let's see what turn we're on. So we knew that this card was already face down, and that was the first turn, second, third, fourth, fifth turn. So as part of the solo rules, after turn 5, you roll a die. So let's do that. All right, we rolled a 2, so that means flip over gold card A. So this mimics the fact that somebody may have already gotten this goal completed, and now we only can score 7 points. After turn 8, we roll a die. After turn 11, we flip over the last gold card. So that kind of gives you that multiplayer feel, so that you're not always going to get the highest score on the gold cards. All right. So, wow, lots of 2s. And then a 3. So the purples are really important. I'm going to go ahead and use the purple. And this one is a little bit dried out, unfortunately. So hopefully you guys can still see it. But, yeah, so we'll leave it at that. Cool. Let's see. 2, 2, 3, 5, 6. So actually, I'm like rethinking this. I should have done the gold card now, because this was already here. After the first turn is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're always going to subtract 1 to keep track of the turn. So we're on turn 6 right now. Okay. Because I would have drawn, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 shapes, so that means 5 turns have happened. So at this point, I would have flipped this goal over. I was 1 turn too early with that. Let me see what I can do. Yeah, maybe I'll do another green. But the blues, I really need to get the blues going. So let's focus on the blue, because right now I have negative 16. So let's do that. Don't know the best way to do it. Guess I could always come down here and do this for the blue. Cross that out. Sorry, the cards are a little sloppy. I'll draw another blue. Do that. Actually, that is in the same section, so that doesn't work. So the blue, as a reminder, it says each time you color a space blue in a brain section that doesn't already have it. This is one big section, so actually I have to draw it elsewhere. I think I'll just draw it here, actually, so that'll work. Okay. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So one more turn, and then we'll have to flip a gold card. Okay, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I'll take the blue and try to use that in this section. Go ahead and put that here so that I could cross that -9 off. And then we'll roll a die per the solo rules after turn 8. Odd. So odd number, flip over highest value unflipped gold card. So that's going to be either one of these. Typically things go from left to right, so I'm just going to choose the middle one since they're tied with the highest at 9 points. And then I'll roll. Let's see. 5, 5, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I'll draw a green shape. I'll draw it here. Gain my 3rd coin. And then I could use 3 coins to draw another shape. But I don't know if I really need to. I'll save it. So on turn 10, we have 2 more cards because, like I said, there's 12 turns. Let me roll. I really need this corner to get this passion project. To get stressed out completed. Then I'll get at least 7 points. Oh, and I did get this. I get 9 points because I have this pair. That's 1, and then 2, and then 3. So I do get 9 points. Awesome. Put that there. 3 5s. Okay. This is difficult because it's not a big place to put it, but I'll use the orange. And I'll do it here. Cross this out. Okay. All right. I'm not seeing any of these shapes actually being too helpful except this. So maybe I'll draw blue somewhere. I would like to draw it in the new section so I could get points. So I'll do it here. I'll just swap this shape out for a 2x1. Okay. This is the last section to have to get a blue. So I could get -0 points. Okay. So all the goals don't have to be flipped because they're already flipped to the lower side. So last turn. 6, 6, 3. Sorry, 6 goes here. 4, 5. Okay. So it might be best for me to use the 6 here. With the purple. And then I could spend 3 coins to do another shape. And I think I will, just to maximize my points. I'll do the blue. So this one is this shape. 4. Okay. And now I've completed that because I drew it in this new section of the brain. Okay, and so I cross off the coins I spent, which were 3 to be able to do that. And now I get to score. Unfortunately, I did not manage to get stressed out. Didn't fill out this corner. And I did not get at least 1 purple space in each section. But it is what it is. Okay, so in terms of scoring, let's see what happens. So you do, if you were to complete a section, you get a coin, and I was not able to complete any section, so I didn't get any points for this, which is sad. I did terribly, guys. Okay, and then the guitar, so for that, it says score 2 points for each purple space that is adjacent. So 1, 2, so that's 4 points. Oh, the goal, I do get 9, which is good. I get 10 points for the orange. So matching shape of different color, 1 point per space. So pink is just this 4 by 1. And actually, I did not draw another one of those, so I don't get any points. I get -0 and the empty spaces in the section with the most. So this section has 1, 2, 3. This has 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no. That'll probably be it. So 5. My score is so bad. So that's going to be 5. And then 4 is 9, 18. This is probably the lowest score that anyone has scored in Mindspace. But I think I was able to showcase how the game would play. Strategy-wise, definitely did not showcase that. But yeah, I thought this is such a fun little roll and write. I love the art on these cards. You could take a closer look at some of the artwork here. It really expresses the names of these cards really well. I find it to be very nice. Well, there you have it. That is my playthrough of Mindspace Solo. Let me know what you guys think of this game. I do find it very pleasant, very easy to play. It's like one of those kind of like chill games you can play by yourself if you've got 20 minutes to kill. But yeah, as always, I appreciate you guys watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.